back, and we back. Zeus P, Tank Jew. Let the light in, man. It's the 2-hour lunch break, dog. I'm locked in. So turn your speakers up a notch and grab the white gin. And when I'm on the road to the office or the crib, it's Big Zeus, ain't Jew, the ones I wanna hear. This is that 2-hour lunch break live from Lady Bird J. Late. Coming to you live, putting on for the city. This is that 2-hour lunch break live from Lady Bird J. Late.
And it's coming home to Texas. It's coming home all the way to Austin, Texas, baby.
We are back with another edition of Season 5 of the 2-Hour Lunch Break Podcast, a podcast for Austin, from Austin, here at home base, Dawa Studios, east side of ATX. I am Saint, one half of the 2-Hour Lunch Break, and I got my co-host.
Try with Zeus.
And we got him, y'all. We got a good man here. We got a good man. If you ever need to get to the yams, you holler at this young fella, all right? You ever need to get there, you holler at him, all right? He is a singer, songwriter, vocal arranger, based out of Austin, Texas, performed with amazing artists such as Black Odyssey, Jelly Roll, and he's got his new entitled single called Smile Again. We've got Andre Taylor in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you.
Glad
Thank
to
you.
be here.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, man. Starting out, man. I just want to say, man, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you a man of many things.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean. So we appreciate you pulling up on us, man. So starting out, man, let's go ahead and dig into your background, right? So, doing some research, on you. Born in Greenville, Mississippi, right?
Yes.
Raised in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
HT grad. Talk about the journey a little bit, like, that journey from Greenville to Austin to a HT grad. And then also, along that journey, what inspired you to begin taking music seriously?
Okay, well, we'll start Greenville. The reason why I came to Texas is my dad was in the military.
Okay.
Brought us down here from Germany or Maryland.
Okay.
And then we came straight to Texas.
Okay.
And we've been stuck here since.
Gotcha.
I've been trying to leave on the cool.
Gotcha.
But I'm glad life has made me like kind of rooted here for the time being, and I met some incredible people. And what started my musical journey is my mom. She was my first musical teacher. She motivates me to this day. You could do that better. You could. What's that note? What's that like? She would do that all the time when I'm coming up. She'll play the Clark sisters and say, "All right, find the harmony." And she say like, "Hey, sing this with me." Now that ain't the right note. Do it again. Come on. There it is. You got it. And that just made me into the monster that I am today. And I'm so appreciative of her. And then I got the HT, and then that's when I realized, I said, man, I don't want to really do classical music. I just want to do Dre, figure out who Dre is in this music lane. And HT was the beginning of me discovering who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talking about that, tell us a little bit more about the HT experience. How did that influence your musical career and your path? I know you said you kind of stumbled upon Dre and started searching what Dre really was. Right. What was that like for you?
HT was mind blowing because I was sheltered. So I was a church kid, just going to church school and singing, and that's it. When I got to HT, it was like everything right there. Like, whoa, what is this? What can And I just found myself. I really found myself getting into stuff, acting a fool. Man, there's some stories on that campus that I know I can't tell. I can't tell it.
Right.
They gonna lock us up if they find out. But man, HT was self-discovery. HT was a beautiful experience, and I'm glad I went to HT for real.
That's what's up.
And back to the music thing, Chapel. Chapel kind of pushed me to step out out of the background. I'm like, okay, now you got to lead praise and worship. All right. I normally do it at my grandpa's church in Mississippi, but all right, we're gonna do it in Texas. Let's go. Going on. Yeah. Let's branch out. Now I found out what I could do, and I pushed my range. And sometimes I be cracking up there, but that's all a part of the process of being a stronger singer.
Got it. Okay. So I noticed, you performed at like a bunch of different venues, a bunch of different events. You've been at, South by Southwest. You've been at the Country Music Television Music Awards, right? Out of all the places and events, that you performed at, what are some that stick out for you?
That time that I was singing background for LaToya Luckett.
Oh wow.
Because I've always looked up to her because that was Destiny Child. And I'm like, oh my God, I get to sing with one of the members. God,
Yeah.
and you look good.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
He said, "Dang, I get to sing with you." That was a dream come true. And she's so Houston and so laid back and cool. She just said she basically guided us through the ropes on how to handle that. And the people we met, I met 112 out there.
That's what's up.
People I grew up looking at on sneaking to watch on BET.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't play them blues in my house.
Said, don't tell my mama still.
Don't play them blues in my house. As soon as that garage went down, we on BET.
Yep.
And man, seeing all those artists in their element, that pushed me even more.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get to that goal. So I'm not gonna stop till I get it.
That's what's up.
Yes,
That's what's up.
sir.
So your single "Smile" received positive, reviews and accreditations and all that stuff ever since the genesis. Could you share behind the inspiration behind that and the production of it in and of itself?
The inspiration was basically my pain. That music is like my therapist. So what I put on, because I'm goofy, but that's just a shell of what's really going on.
Yeah.
And I use those lyrics as an outlet. God gave me those lyrics as an outlet to really show me what I was dealing with.
Right. And
that I needed to smile, and I need to let some things go and some people go and some experiences that I kept replaying in my head. Gotta let that go. Because all it's gonna do is make you bitter, and you're gonna miss out on what God got for you. You're gonna miss out because you too busy trying to plot somebody's demise. Let me say that. But yeah, that song just made me self-reflect. Say, man, you got to get this together. You got to forgive childhood trauma. You got to let all that go so you can pursue what you have to do while you're here on this earth.
Right.
And that's the inspiration. The production, it started with a melody in my head, and I told Billy Blunt that's on the guitar, I'm like, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And he just took it from there. D1 got it and mixed it and mastered it and add all that stuff on it, and the next thing you know, we got a song. So yeah, all the melodies started in my head because I can't play yet.
Right.
So, before I die, I'm gonna learn how to play something. But I can hear it. And I can tell you what it is.
Yeah.
And man, if you really knew what was going on musically in my head, you said that boy needs a little help. Because I hear music all the time. I used to get in trouble in school. They put me out of class and everything because I couldn't help it. I hear something, and it just rang out.
Yeah.
So now I knew if I was in school now, they'd probably put me in the spectrum. I know they'd put me on the spectrum. I know they would. They said, nah, we can get a check off this one.
Yeah.
Put him in that little class in that court because he just said, in the middle of the class. So they put me out of class.
Yeah.
And referrals and everything.
That's hilarious.
But I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, hey, I'm still saying what?
Gotcha. So, question, kind of piggybacking off of that, right? So, I'm curious. I know you perform secular music, but in addition to that, you also perform in the church.
Yeah.
Right? So, with that said, how do you balance, like, your faith along with your music career? Like, how do you do that balancing act?
That's a good question. Because sometimes I still struggle with that. I'm like, man, I sing on the praise team, but I go shut a juke joint down in a minute. And I feel it's me. It's a gumbo of me. Like, I can't deny it. And it goes back to my childhood. Mama was gospel. She played Clark Sisters, Thomas, Community Choir, Milton Bronson, all that. Daddy playing Johnny Gill, Gerald Levert, Luther, Anita Baker, Kenny G, all that. So it's me.
Yeah, that's all you.
So I can't deny one side without the other. So it filters.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It filters, and I'm like, sometimes I'll flip an R&B song for a praise and worship, and sometimes I can take a secular song and then it'll turn into a worship song. I can't explain, right? Gotcha. And I just go on and I tune out a lot of negative things. I don't listen to the people, because it's just who I am. I can't I can't help it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mix some songs.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna mix them.
He said, y'all gonna get these.
Y'all gonna get it.
Exactly.
It's like the last show I did. I'm singing Betty White, and then somebody broke out hollering, "Thank you, Lord," because it just went there. It just went there.
Yeah.
Like, and man, I can't help it. I said, okay, man, God, whatever you want me to do, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
I'm gonna write these songs. I'm gonna write these love songs. I'm gonna write these songs that give people encouragement. I'm gonna write for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write for white artists, write black artists, Mexican. It don't matter. I'm gonna write for you.
Yeah.
As long as you do me right.
Right.
But yeah, it's just in me.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. What are some of the other challenges that you face as an artist? Like, what are some of the things that you've come across, and how do you overcome them?
What I'm doing right now, I know my weight. I'm hard on me.
Okay.
About my weight and how I look and how I present myself, and I gotta stop beating myself up. I'm like, man, you cool. Like, chill out. You can lose some weight, but you can't wear that on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to go on, because somebody love you fat and all. You know what I'm saying? Fat and all, man, titties and all. Excuse me.
Yeah.
No.
So that it's a self-conscious thing, because I'm looking at everybody else. I'm like, oh, I ain't Usher. Usher 50 or 40 something, and he got 6 pack. I'm like, man,
It's amped up.
That ain't gonna be my life.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think that's my ministry. Because I'm from the South. I'm a true Southerner. We like to eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the obstacles. Am I good enough vocally? All these things go through my head, and I got to fight through it. And I fight through it just trusting God and really praying. And sometimes cussing it out. I'm like, nigga, you better get your
Right. Get to this. Get to this.
up there and sing.
Yeah,
Quit all that tripping.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a warfare. It's a war, but you just gotta fight. You can't quit for nothing.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay. So I know, you basically a jack of all trades when it comes to this music thing, right? I know you a singer, vocal arranger, XYZ, right? So with that said, what does the creative process look like for you? Like, hey, like I gotta lock in to create a song. Do you gotta like meditate? Do you gotta relax? Do you gotta go hang out with your friends? What does that look like for you?
It looked like That's So Raven when she's zoned out. Like I could be eating or just cutting up laughing, and then next thing I know, I done zoned out.
Okay.
And I got a melody.
Okay.
And then I gotta rush to get my phone before it leave, because it'll leave me quick.
Okay.
That's basically what it is. And next thing I know, then I'm building harmonies and I'm hearing the instrumentation and all that stuff. Then I done forgot you was in the room.
Gotcha.
And I'll be zoned out.
Okay.
What are some of your musical influences, and how do they shape your sound?
Oh,
I know you talked about earlier. It's like pretty much a melting pot of everything.
It's a melting pot. It's,
Give me your top 3 artists that you like. Yo, these are the pinnacles.
That's hard, man. Woo. Joe.
Okay.
I love Joe.
That's a good one.
Joe was a good one.
Right.
Karen Clark Sheard of the Clark Sisters.
Okay.
And man, it's so many.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan.
I love Jasmine. I can drink.
Okay.
I could drink her if she was a drink. Like I couldn't get
You drink her
enough.
bathwater?
Yeah, I couldn't get it.
yeah.
I can't get enough of the girl. I really can't get enough of the girl, and I'm glad she's going on tour, because I'm gonna give her some money.
Yeah.
I'm planning it right now. I'm giving you some money.
He said, because I got to see.
like, I'm a budget. Budget this
and
out.
I gotta see Maxwell. I gotta see Maxwell.
There we go.
That,
Okay.
Max, man, that Coco Cure.
Yeah.
Man, that's a bad dude. I love Maxwell.
And he dropped like every 10 years.
Right,
Something like
yeah.
that. It's still
man.
cold.
Even his new stuff is cold. I'm
Still
like,
cold.
that man's a genius. Who else? Prince.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know I might catch some flack, but he better than Michael Jackson to me.
Oh. That's a good. That's,
Everybody got their preference.
Everybody got their preference.
He just that nigga, that purple nigga.
That nigga good. That nigga good. That boy
Michael
good.
is good. Now I like Kid Michael.
Okay.
Lil Michael.
Lil Michael.
Right.
Now Lil Michael was singing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Nigga, you 5. Sounded like you 38. What's up? Man, Lil Michael was killing.
That's what's up.
Big Michael killing too, but yeah, that Lil Michael. But man, yeah. It's too many names.
Yeah.
Too many names. But those my top 3.
Okay. So I was gonna say, something we haven't talked about yet. You performed with Jelly Roll last year at the Country Music Television Music Awards, right?
Yeah.
How did that collaboration come out, and what was that experience like?
Man, I got a random phone call, and it was from Dr. Quinlan of HT before she retired. She's like, "Hey, my students can't do this. Come on." And I said, "Okay, I'll do it." I didn't know who Jelly Roll was. I ain't big on country. All I know is the Dixie Chicks, 'cause I like them. But man, Jelly Roll is one of the coolest dudes you're gonna ever meet, and that opened my eyes to the industry even more, because it's like how you stage, and we had to pre-record the what we were singing. We had to pre-record so y'all can hear it on the thing, and the rehearsals. Man, I was in heaven. I love that stuff. Just going through and seeing how they set up the stage, and how the smoke come in, and where we go in, and what our marks, man. And then the celebrities backstage. That's the first time I saw Megan and stuff. She's beautiful.
I bet.
She's beautiful.
I'm like, oh my God, it's you. So I've seen celebrities, but I still don't have no act right. I'm trying to earn it out.
Get it together.
I'm trying to earn it out, and I'm going to grow up one day, and I'm going to be mature one day. But when I see my favorite celebrity or whatever, I'm going to holler at you. I'm like, hey!
Right, yeah.
I ain't got no sense sometimes. I'm working on that. God help me, God.
That's funny. So talk about your experience also, just to piggyback, with Black Odyssey on the Tiny Desk. How was that? Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since Usher dropped his Tiny Desk joint, I've been tuned in and locked in, right? So when I saw that joint, I was like, wait a minute. I know this dude.
Right, yeah.
I seen this dude. What is he doing here? What is So how did you get that? How'd you land that?
Man, the crazy thing is it came out of nowhere. But I was filming my own little knockout version of Tiny Desk, and I was telling my manager, hey, I'm finna do my own Tiny Desk. I'm finna do this. And I did it. We're just editing it right now. It's gonna come out real soon.
Okay.
But the whole time I was saying, I'm gonna do this Tiny Desk. I'm gonna do this Tiny Desk. And then all of a sudden I get a call. Hey, you wanna go with us in November to do Tiny Desk? Before I knew, I said, hell yeah! He said, what kind of
jump at that? Jump at that.
But that it blows my mind. You gotta watch what you're saying. Because I kept saying, I'm gonna do Tiny Desk, I'm gonna do Tiny. And God let it come. Hey, you really gonna do Tiny Desk? It popped it in my face. And the whole experience is like, man, it really is a Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
You see the city of DC, downtown DC. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience.
That's what's
and I don't take none of that for granted. I'm like, man, I'm just a kid walking through HT, the halls of HT, just singing all the doggone time.
Yeah.
Down the concrete little driveway, just singing all. Weird kid, weird. And I'm like, man, I really spoke this in my life. And you got to just watch what you say.
Yeah. Because
good can come or bad can come.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, that blew my mind. God rocked my world with that one. I'm like, y'all gonna want my big country something up there? Well, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Man, it was beautiful.
Okay.
That's what's up.
All right, cool. So shifting gears a little bit, right? So let's talk evolution a little bit. So I know you've essentially you've grown up doing music, right? And so you put in some time when it comes to your craft. And so with that said though, how do you feel like your music has evolved from, basically a kid to now, and then also where do you see it going in the future?
From a kid, I remember I wrote my first song in middle school, and I was just basically taking what I heard other artists do, and now it's like I'm hearing my own sound, and this is what I prayed for, like, what is my sound? Like, I know he's dope, I know she's dope, but they got them, but they don't got me. So that's the evolution right there. Like, what is developing the sound of Dre?
Gotcha.
And now I can see that happening.
Okay.
So, and where it's going in the future, man, I really ain't wrapped my mind around that. I know it's going to be bigger than what I'm doing now, but I pray that it touches generations after I'm gone.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Right.
I want it to be like when Stevie go, we still gonna be singing Stevie songs.
Yeah.
You know, when
Happy
Mariah
birthday
Carey
ain't
go,
gonna never
Right,
change.
right.
you know,
yeah.
we still talk about Whitney Houston. It don't even feel like she did.
Yeah, right, right.
Still singing the music.
And it like can't nobody outdo what she did to me. That's one. Dang, I forgot to name her.
Yeah.
I love Whitney, and man, that's what I want to. If I'm not that, I want to help somebody get to that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
To build that legacy. Like
Right.
I love writing songs. I want to be a legendary songwriter. If it's not Dre, I want to get somebody to get to it
Gotcha.
by writing. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up. How do you stay inspired and motivated within this industry? I know it's competitive and challenging, and you got, the naysayers or the haters, or even if it's supporters. How do you keep that engine going for yourself?
Man, I get mad. I really do.
Okay.
I take what people saying, or sometimes some stuff that I didn't handle in the past. Like I really should have punched you in your face, and I take that.
Love it. I love
Okay.
I really should have knocked you out or ran you over with a car, but I'm not gonna do that because I can't go to jail.
Yeah, right.
But I take that energy, and I'm gonna prove I'm gonna prove you niggas wrong. I'm gonna prove you devils wrong. I'm gonna get it, and when I get it, don't talk to me.
Yeah, it is.
Got it.
Yeah, it is.
Treat me the same
Same
way.
way. Yeah,
Treat me the same way. You was ugly then. Don't be pretty now.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I'm really gonna cuss you out.
Right.
And I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Cause man, I went on the cussing out tour on 22. Year 22. I ain't trying to do that tour no more. Cause I almost blew a blood vessel just cussing out everybody. I can't do that. I'm getting a little older. I can't.
Right.
I can't go like I used to.
Right.
Woo, man, that was a time. What a time. But
Gotcha.
yeah, that's what I use. I use the disappointments and the good times. And I said, we're going to get there.
Okay.
And it is what it is.
That's what's up.
Gotcha. So I'm curious, right? So I know you were born in, Greenville, Mississippi, but you basically from Austin.
Yeah.
Right. So, as an artist based out of Austin, and, of course, Austin is known as, the live music capital of the world, XYZ, right? So with that said, though, how has Austin's music scene influenced your career? Like, has there been opportunities in Austin that you might not have gotten anywhere else? Like, what does that look like for you?
Austin it really is a weird place for black artists. And the devastating thing is if we don't see the value in one another, and so we constantly doing weird stuff to each other.
Gotcha.
And it's just not cool.
Okay.
It's just not cool. So I don't normally say stuff what I got coming out because I don't want nobody trying to copy what it. It's that type of environment.
Okay.
And I want better for my city, especially my black artists. It's some dope black artists, but we are intimidated to work with each other because we trying to be the best singer when we could be the best movement.
Damn.
We ain't gotta be petty, and that's in the church and in the R&B world. Black artists are deprived in this city, and that's why nobody is really popping like they need to pop.
Right.
It's too much opportunity out here for us not to pop.
Right.
And that's my heart cry for Austin, that we get our stuff together and that we come together and put aside all that petty stuff and really do something. Because look at Detroit. Look at Motown. They got together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some petty stuff going on up there, but the mission was we got to get this money. We got to put this music out here.
Put us on. Yeah.
We got to get. And anybody in the way of that, get out the way.
Right. Right.
You go to L.A., y'all music scene, dope.
Yeah.
I don't like y'all food. But y'all got some singing people out there. That Kenyon Dixon.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of Kenyon, man. What else? Atlanta, dope music scene.
Yeah.
The black people got their mind together. We gonna get it, and we gonna. But here, I hate to say it, this city not made for us. That's in my opinion. It's not made for us to thrive the way we need to.
Gotcha.
And we the live capital. But you go to Houston, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that feeling. You go to Dallas, you're gonna get that feeling.
Right.
But here, you gotta look for it.
Yeah.
And that's it's disappointing. It's disappointing. But I'm gonna do what I can while I'm here.
Okay.
Which leads us to our next question.
Right. Good segue.
What? Yeah, great segue. What advice would you have an aspiring songwriter or singer trying to pave their way in the industry or start their journey? What would you tell a younger Dre? What would you say to them if you had the opportunity?
Keep going
Keep going.
and don't quit. I don't care what nobody call you. I don't care what they say about you. I don't care what secrets they put out about you. You keep going. And you look good doing it. You go cry, go wipe your tears, but keep going. Yeah, they might kick you out of group or two. They might put you off this program or whatever, but keep going, keep writing your songs. Because just because they don't approve of you, don't mean you ain't got God approval. And that's the only approval that you need. These people come and go. You ain't no car. You don't need validation like a car from these people. You got it from God. And that's what I would tell a younger artists, come and keep going. I don't care if they don't want to work with you. Figure out a way to do it yourself. And the people that God wants you to work with will come.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's real.
Okay. So I was gonna say, so before we wrap up the Q&A, right? Let's talk about the future, right? So I know you've done a bunch of performances, right? You've done a bunch of collaborations, but what does the long-term future look like for Dre? Like, what does Dre's career look like in 5 years? What does Dre's career look like in 10 years? Where are you seeing your career path going from this point?
In 5 years, I want a Grammy.
Okay. Hey.
I do want that. I want to take care. Want to pay all my mama's bills off. Pay all my bills off. Be debt free, and really be established in the industry. I also want to be an HBCU advocate.
Okay.
So I'm getting my master's right now in human resources, so I can use that at HBCU. And because man, our black kids need black safe spaces.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's why I'm just hell bent on, hey, how can we improve these institutions to keep them black focused and black centered. Yeah, others can come, but no.
Right.
Yeah.
This is for our babies.
This is our space.
This is our space.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to be a part of outside of the industry. 10 years, just making legendary music and beyond.
Gotcha.
That's really what I want to do until God call me home.
That's what's up. I like that. All right. Well, let's move on to our next segment, song association.
All right.
All right. Here we go. So we're gonna say a word, and you have 10 seconds
Let
to
the
figure
game
out
begin.
the song that you want to use associated with that word. So you can use the title or the lyric based off of the actual word that we give you. Okay.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll give you about 5 or 10 seconds to sing that song. You ready?
I think I am.
All right. Here we go. First word. Work.
What?
Work.
Work,
W-
work.
Hey.
See me do me da 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 da. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Let's see what's the next one. Traffic.
Oh Lord. Oh, traffic.
3.
On the speedway. That
ain't it.
That ain't
Right. All right. We got him, coach. We got him.
Traffic.
Hey, you gotta throw you. Gotta
Throw your curve right there.
Gotta throw you off a little bit.
Now, see what you gonna do? You gonna go home and be like,
Right,
nah,
what
the
the pop up in
hell?
your head.
I got
God,
The perfect song gonna pop in your head.
All right, yams.
Can I get to the yams? Oh, sweet yams. See, yours is he finna throw me a curveball. I know it.
All right, here we go. See, next one we got the number 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Baby, we getting close. Just don't let me get too boy. Or 1, You're like a dream come
Oh,
true.
okay.
there we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, just wanna be with you. The number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
There we go.
Okay.
I like that. All right, cool. Next one. Hour.
Yours, mine, ours. I can do this for hours.
Hey,
Sit
like
and talk
that.
to you for hours. Wanna give you your flowers and your champagne. Champagne towels?
Champagne showers, yeah.
Shrimps and lobster towels.
Yeah.
Whatever she says.
hey. And next one we got lunch.
No, that ain't it. I can't sing his song. No, Sex in the no.
Oh,
that ain't
yeah. He does say lunch.
it. Lunch. No. God, dog. Man.
Dang. Oh yeah, you are. So you are giving him the heart.
Yeah, he throwing
That's just how the order came out. That's all. I ain't doing this on
Lunch.
purpose.
All right. Last one. Here we go. Break. Break.
This is the heartbreak. Oh, see, yep. Whitney, yeah.
There we go.
I played this pretty good. I missed
Right.
by 2.
Yeah. That was good though.
I
That was
missed by
good.
2,
That's
yeah.
good.
There
I
we
like
go.
that. I
There we
like
go.
that.
Okay, I was gonna say that was a solid one, man. So let's go ahead and we're gonna move on to the final question of the night, right?
Yeah.
And so we actually talked about this before we got started, right? So we asked this question to every guest that comes through, right? So you got a chance to chop it up with us.
Yeah.
Had good vibes, good convo, all of that. Now, with that said, who do you think will be a good guest for the podcast in the future? But before you answer, it has to be somebody that's like you got to connect with, that you can, hop in your phone, be like, hey, I chopped it up with the Travel Lunch Break. You got to pull up with them guys. Who would that person or people be?
I got 2, Cat and Rose Short.
Cat and Rose Short.
Okay.
They fun.
Okay.
Y'all gonna have a time with them.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
Let's
tap
do it.
in with us, y'all.
Pull up. We
Right.
gonna
Y'all
have
gonna
a
have a time
conversation.
with Cat. Yeah,
Right.
Cat. She just started her label.
Oh, dope.
So yeah.
That's what's up.
And
Okay.
then Rose, she's doing great things. If she in the city, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do
let's
it.
line it up.
Plug your social media so everybody knows where to find you.
All right, on Instagram, I think God, dog, that's bad. I'm gonna do better, y'all. I am _Andre Taylor. Facebook, Andre Taylor. TikTok, While We Still Got It.
Right.
While We Still Got It. Andre Taylor, you can find me under that name.
Yeah.
Nothing too complicated.
Got it. Okay. All right, man. Well, that wraps up this edition of the 2 Hour Lunch Break podcast, man. Once again, shout out to the homie Andre Taylor for pulling up
Thank you
on
for
us.
having me.
Taking time out of his busy schedule. Man, shout out our production behind the boards. You can't see him, but you can find him at Cafe Yodo. Salutes our home studio, Dawa Studios, Eastside Austin, Texas, man. Episodes of the 2 Hour Lunch Break can be found on all streaming platforms. You can find us on Instagram at 2HLB Pod and on X at the 2 Hour Lunch. Thank you for tuning in. We out. Hey.
And it's coming home to Texas. It's coming home all the way to Austin, Texas, baby.